myself to the committee, and you're recognized 5 minutes to give your testimony.
Thank you. I'm Scott Gray on behalf of the Saline County Republican Committee. I appreciate the time to speak today. By making FOIA requests more difficult and expensive, this bill creates doubt, suspicion, and ultimately leaves most taxpayers in the dark. I'll make 4 brief points. 1. Taxpayers already funded these clerical positions. The administrative support staff gathering FOIA documents might think they work for the county clerk, the county judge, and I just left the room, or the school district, but they ultimately work for the taxpayers who funded these positions. From our observation, we are already funding so many clerical positions that they often find themselves without much work to do. You go down to your local courthouse and you'll see that. It really isn't a burden on the local government to produce documents that already belong to the taxpayers. 2. As to the 8-hour proposal, FOIA requests are often the culmination of extensive research, and in many cases, though one individual is making the request, they're made on behalf of a much larger number of concerned citizens. I would argue that it's easier for a government office to fulfill one FOIA request that might take 10 hours than to receive and fulfill 10 separate requests. When we make these large requests, and I'm not talking about hundreds or thousands of hours, we're actually saving governmental employees time by not piecemealing. Further, the bill relies on the governmental agency to truthfully document the time and charges with zero oversight. That's an invitation for some corrupt custodian to overbill in an attempt to defeat the spirit of the FOIA law. Third, 10 days to respond to a records request is neither efficient nor transparent. A lot can happen in 10 days. Some custodians already stretch the 3 days out to 7 or 10. We've had multiple cases where counties would take a week to provide simple phone numbers, which should have already been on their website and shouldn't have required a FOIA request. If the law gives them 10 days, they might now take 30. Finally, these repeated attempts by Republicans to dismantle FOIA will only create more doubt, more suspicion, and more darkness. Our party platform says we believe in a transparent government, and that's the same party platform of Representative Ray and Senator Davis who sponsored the bill. As ordinary citizens, FOIA laws are the one method we have to keep tabs on our government. Please don't thumb your noses at your own citizens. Work with the taxpayers rather than find ways to avoid them. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Any questions from committee members? Seeing none.